Welcome back to the watch review, folks. Now here we have the brand new PD1957 from Pagani Design. This is basically a homage to the Omega Speedmaster 57 that came out this year or last year. But this thing is just unbelievable. I think this is one of Pagani's best watches ever that they have done. The quality and the level of execution on this watch is just amazing. You gotta be impressed because you don't get this from higher end watches that cost, I would say, 8-9 times as much, and this is just an incredible feat for them. First off, the dial. The dial is amazing. First, it's a sandwich dial that has sunken luminous markers, just like the Panerai, but it's very, very tactile, and they're basically sunken to give you more lume, and they're all in a vintage patina, as well as the hands. And then you got the broad arrow on the hour marker, which is, it looks incredible because that's the vintage 1957 Speedmaster came like that, and they're making a homage off of that watch. The dial, as far as the dial, it's like a granite type of look to it. It looks like the road on a race course. That's how it looks, basically. You know, these watches were used back in the day for racing and track time, and so that's what this watch is made for. Then you got the sunken registers in black with the hands, but the thing is, on this one, which is great also, it's like I'm saying, the attention to detail is just really well done. The markers are also loomed, so the numbers on the small registers are loomed. You got a 24-hour register, and then you got a 60-minute register on the left. The watch is 100-meter water resistant. That means it goes down to 330 feet. So it's completely water resistant to that level. It's got a screw down crown, and then you have the old style pushers on the watch, as you can see there. All very well made and very well executed. The movement is a Seiko, the new one, the 64, which is a mega quartz movement. Now this one, once you hit the pusher, it starts and it looks like a mechanical or an automatic. So basically it's got a sweeping second hand, and the accuracy on these watches are phenomenal. I mean, you set this thing and you're going to have accurate time, and they're very reliable and they last a long time. These mega quartz are really well made. And when you stop it here on the top, and then you go and reset it on the bottom, and it resets back to the 12. The crystal on the watch is a sapphire crystal. It's a box sapphire crystal with AR coating on the bottom, and the AR coating is a blue AR coating on it. It's a really well-made crystal. You can tell it's a thick crystal. Sapphire is the best you can use for a watch, basically. So they're using very good materials for this watch. The bezel is brushed and polished on the side, and it has a tachymeter. The numbers are really sharp, and the lettering is really sharp. And the tachymeter is basically used for speed, measuring speed. When back in the day, people didn't have the computer systems or anything that they have right now, so they use mechanical movements and watches and stopwatches to measure speed and time. So this one, you can measure time. Let's say if a race car takes off, and you want to measure the time that it gets to the point where it's going to, you hit the tachymeter and it will show you on the outside of the bezel, which is great. They put it on the outside of the bezel just like the original 1957. The case is all brushed and polished in a very well manner. This thing is very, very smooth, no rough edges, very well made. It's a 40 millimeter case. The bracelet is phenomenal. The bracelet is got polished on the outside, brushed on the inside. Very well made, no rough edges anywhere. You got polishing on the sides. It's a beautiful, beautiful bracelet. It has dual deployment on the back. And when you close it up, let me see if I can do it with one hand here. Let's see. When you close it up, it's basically, it looks like a bracelet. It just doesn't have any bulk on it, which is great. The back of the watch, it has a screwed down crown for water resistancy, and then you have the engraving in the back, the Pagani design, and all the numberings on it, the model number and everything. I'll tell you what, this is a home run right here, this watch. They really made a product that's well made, looks good, and it's just phenomenal. Let me go ahead and give you a wrist shot of the watch. Here's the watch on the wrist, folks. As you can see, it wears well. It's comfortable. 40 millimeter. It's about almost 13 millimeters thick. So you can put it on the cuffs, or you can wear it sport-wise. I mean, this thing you can wear it in the office, or when you're off and doing sports or anything like that. This is just an all-around watch. And it wears very well, and it's very, very comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and try and get you a lume shot of the watch. And here's a lume shot, folks. As you can see, it's got great lume. It's like a two-tone green. The hour markers are lighter green, and then you got your heavy-duty super luminova on the hour hands. Overall, folks, I think you can't miss out on this watch. You should get one as soon as possible. This is just one of the best watches. I think one of the best watches of the year. As far as construction, materials, look, and price. It's just amazing. Thanks for watching the review.